come running. How's it going, boys? We come running. What you saying, chat? What you saying, J8? What you saying, brother? What you saying, bro? What you saying, brother? Here you go. What you waiting for? Let's sit on this. Fucking chair's low-key a bit low for the camera. Okay, now I feel I'm bare high up, but fuck it. Morning, everyone. How we doing? PA will be beautiful today, in my opinion. Why is that? I can. Akshay, sorry. Why is that, bro? Everyone drop a like on the stream, man. Consistent with these YouTube uploads now, boys. Just sending in the announcement, boys. Alright, sweet. Alright, let's go. Let me know what we're looking at, boys. Let me know what trades we're in. Morning, J8, Nick. Morning, Daniel, Reeks, Tommy, Bigfoot. Morning. Jay, Akshay. Morning. Hussein. Morning, bro. Warren, Mehmet, Akshay, Trap. What you saying, boys? What are we saying, people? Let's see what people are looking at. So, Akshay, price action will be beautiful today. Fair play because of news and volatility injection. Fair play, bro. Yeah, we do have Xi Jinping meeting with Donald Trump to try and sort out the tariff. So, should be good. It should be a good bit of news. EU shorts. Morning, Warren. EU shorts. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people saying EU shorts. In EU shorts, aiming for Asia low. Loads of people's in EU shorts right now. Let me know where you got in your shorts from, boys. Let me know where you got in your shorts from. Let me know where you man got in. Take on GJ. Yeah, I'll have a look at GJ in a sec, bro. Let me quickly see where people are aiming for on this. So obviously we got internal being that and the external being this in this smaller time frame. Who's watched my most recent YouTube video, boys? I really recommend you watch that. It was so raw. I've literally just picked it up and recorded it. My thoughts, but yeah, man, you man should watch that. It's got some good help in there. It's kind of hard to break this one down on the lower time frame. I mean, we do have 1, 2, 3 candles, which are providing a fair value gap here. So if you're not already entered off of this order block, where's the daily true open actually as well? Yeah, we're kind of rejecting a little bit off the DTO, so we'll see if we can have that rejection. I don't think your stop loss needs to be this high, but still. And then aiming for... There's a lot of places you can aim for. You could literally aim for this for a 2-to-1. which is not a bad idea on a really heavy news day, especially when the DXY is looking bullish, GU's looking bearish. EU should be bearish, but then again, if we look at EG itself, it's just recently been so bullish. So we know the euro is a very strong, not very strong, but it's not weak, right? It's somewhat strong because it's absolutely battering the pound. So it may be a little bit hard to get like a really massive sell-off all the way to this low, where GU might actually just sell off all the way to the low. It might take EU a little bit longer. So yeah, think about that when you're setting your target. But nice, man. Who's in on that? Let me know where you actually got him. Let me know where you actually got him, where you're thinking of getting in or whatnot. Yeah, video was fire. Appreciate that, Akshay. Video was hard vid. Appreciate that, bro. Morning, Sam. Is the kill zone over? The kill zone is over, bro. But we're still going to see some nice trades play. You got to think, boys, it's a news day. YouTube vid. Appreciate that, boys. Morning all. What are you saying, NJB? GJ Shorts. Everyone's asking me about GJ or EU, which is interesting. What are you, man, looking for on GJ? Was it longs or shorts? Obviously, last time we looked at it, we've marked out this, whatever this is. Oh, yeah, that was unlucky. But again, you can see what we're trading, boys. Works an absolute treat. Sweep of the low, looking to tap into an order block, and then go high. You can see, again, we missed out by like a few, like a pip or something, but still nice to see, boys. Still nice to see that manipulation coming through during the London session. Let's view it on a higher time frame. Actually, let's have a look at yen basket first and foremost, because we know the yen basket is very volatile. Bearing in mind, boys, this is our second to last day of the month of of the month in general, but of price action for the month. And boys, the most important time, I'm not gonna lie, if you're in this stream, it's a dub. This is the most important. Today and tomorrow are the most important days of the next 30 days. Yeah. They know how, you know how they say, like, if you want to wake up early and have a good morning routine, it starts the night before. This exact same thing. If you want to trade a good next monthly candle, you need to be prepared before that monthly candle print. So you man are lucky. You man are all here. Well, not lucky. You man are actually fucking getting it done. So big up to you, man. But as you can see, if you man been watching me, you would have known last month we went through exactly what we're looking for on the monthly. Exactly how everything looks on the dollar, on the euro, on the pound, on the yen basket, everything like that. And it ended up giving us a really fucking easy, really good bias, as a lot of you have seen in my YouTube video yesterday or just throughout the lives. And that is the equivalent of here now. So we have got a few days before where we're able to see what's going on in the market, where price is likely to go. So this is a very important day. Let's go on the monthly on the yen basket. Right, lovely stuff what we've seen, man. That's so nice to see on the daily. That is a fucking W on the daily, boys. Look at that shit. So yeah, yen basket again. Let's go over it. So this was caused by the election, which initially caused that big sell-off because there was someone who wanted to cut rates, essentially, or they thought they was going to eventually cut rates. So obviously it caused a big drop. Now after there's a big drop like this, price needs to make a recovery, and then it's going to go for its second leg again. So this second leg's only just completed, which is really nice. We actually predicted that pretty well. But you can see we're coming off of this imbalance here. And then we wanted to tap into our external low there. So very simple stuff. And it has now came through. So it does just show it again, boys. Higher time frame simplicity is the way through. Bro, my DXY doesn't show the volume, but on your one it does. How do you do it? I'll just draw it on, bro. I'll show you in a sec, my bro. But yeah, chat, this is being recorded as well, and I'm going to be re-uploading it after I jump off. So if you man want to ask any questions that you're likely to then want to come back to and just re-watch, ask it now, because as I said, whatever I say in this, you're going to be able to come back to and re-watch. Again though, our DXY bias, fucking spot on, boys. And we caught like 5% of the entire index, and then obviously yesterday, like what, 2%? But regardless, so yeah, we had this leg started to come down. We noticed yesterday was at this point where we'd really made a fair value gap here on the daily time frame. Had a CRT of the high there. So we knew that yesterday and today was going to be sell days, which it obviously has done. And not only has it completed our CRT low, our external low from this fair value gap, it's also completed our overall objective, which is our external order block. Our external low from this fair value gap here. You're a few pips from entry, then it dumps. Yeah, again, so basically looking at this tells us the end basket is still very, very bearish, and it's really going to remain bearish. If we look bearish Asia session, really everything's just fucking bearish, chat. Like there's not really much else we can really say. Very simple. OTE mitigate, so CRT, change of character, OTE, break of structure, OTE, next distribution, completes all our objectives. Very simple. We're bearish on the end basket. So people are asking me about GJ. Obviously, if we're bearish on the end basket, we're going to be bullish on a pair like GU. Or GJ, sorry. GJ. Looking at the monthly time frame, you can see we're about to be very bullish. We took out the low of last month and then just really rallied up nicely. Looking at the weekly time frame, we have seen, yeah, similar thing. Where we've taken out this weekly low, and then rallied up. So, a really nice month, really, boys. Really nice month and last few weeks for GJ. We're still trading, obviously, within this high, though. So this is still going to be a target. This is going to be a target. But we have taken the high and the low, so there's... Right. I would see this more as a liquidity grab, just due to the blatantly bullish nature of the pair. So we've had a liquidity grab of that low there. And now we're starting to trade higher. We do have not really daily CRT, but I would still like this candle's high to be traded into pretty soon. And then yeah, obviously we've got a fair value gap here, which we are hoping gets inverted. So we're hoping price can invert that and then come higher. Let's go down a bit onto the lower time frame, see what we're actually seeing. We had a big distribution. Obviously, we know that was caused by the end basket. People were talking about buyers on here, right? Yeah, if we're looking at buyers, really, you just want to continue to follow that momentum that we're already having. So if we put this here, fair value gap there, we can see mitigated. Then we can see here, we're just following it along here. We can see an order block was mitigated. So we made an order block here, mitigated, ran, just in line with the daily true open. Then here we got just a bit of a gap here that nothing really came back to. And then here we've got another fair value gap. So if you're looking for buyers, you'll probably be going off of here. Oh, off here. Stop loss there. TP. I'll probably aim for the next time-based liquidity, which is the prior, not the prior day, but the Tuesday London high. I'll probably aim for that. And then if you want a better entry, a more discounted entry, then I'd go off of this fair value gap here for a bigger retracement. But yeah, DAX. Let's get some more man in here. Everyone like the stream, boys. Everyone like the stream. Share the fuck out of the stream. Let's get 100 man in here. We got 40 man in here right now. We got 40 man in here. If we get 100 man in here, I will place a trade on a random pair on a 200k live funded account. If we get 100 man in here, I'll place a trade on my 200k live funded on any pair. I will just have to find a pair and fucking put a trade on. I'm looking for shorts. Wait, let me quickly read the chat. Check out the OT from Asia high to London low on EU. Couldn't be any nicer. From Asia high to London low, the OTE. Yeah, nice, man. Perfect. Perfectly tapping that in. Well, I'm also, what we also did, Dodd? Oh my God. what we're actually cautious of is the volume as well. And again, you can see a lot of the highest volume was calls from this area. So what I like to do again, and I always do this. By the way, chat, visual order, centre back. So then the price action is actually above it. But you can see all the highest volume came along this point here. So you can really see, as we know, it's during points of accumulation. So I would say this really. I'd say this is our period of high volume. I'm going to change this back to just a line. We're going to drag it off, and you can see we did in fact tap into that as well. So we've got a lot of nice confirmations going for us, boys, on this one. Really do. What is this song, bro? This one has to be on every day. Everyone get some man in here. Let's get some man in here, boys. I'm going to be giving away a 100k funded account as well. I haven't even told you, man, about that. But, yeah, I'm giving away a 100k ACG funded account to one of you, man. I need to blow my nose. All right, put a W in the chat if you want to win that ACG funded. If you want to win that 100k ACG funded, put a W in the chat. And be remembering everyone's names. DAX, right, let's have a look at the DAX. What are you looking at on the DAX? And this live is being recorded, as I said, boys, so I will see all you man's names who's commenting. And it will all be recorded, saved there, so I know. And all you man are going to be given double entries, triple entries, quadruple entries. Just upping your chance of winning. Upping your chance of winning, boys. But all you man who are spamming dubs, you're all going to get double chances. EU a few pits from entry. Bro, oh yeah, DXY. So, bro, on DXY, all you got to do on the volume profile is just draw. Go here. Where it says long and short position, scroll down to fixed range volume profile. And then, for example, you can just do the low to the high. And then it will draw it on like that. Very, very clean. Not clean, but simple, should I say. Bosh, like that. And then notice, boys, as well, points like this. Now, what this essentially means, boys, and you got to remember, right, so a big thing with volume, again, I'll be teaching you, man, more about volume as we fucking go, innit? I'll be teaching, man, alright, fuck me, alright? All I can see is just dubs in the chat. I'll be teaching, man, more about volume, but another thing to remember when you're looking at volume is there's two types of traders, and it's not buyers or sellers. There's two types of traders. There is active. So again, this is just a deeper dive into liquidity. And again, if you're in a mentorship, then you're going to be getting full-on hour-long lectures of this very, very soon. And passive. So it's going to help you understand liquidity a lot more. So active traders are people who enter live trades. So they go on their app and they click buy and it buys them straight in. So instant execution. I'll put instant execution so you man remember. Now passive traders are setting limit orders. So I'll do LO, limit orders. And that is essentially, so these lot are actively in the market now. So when they're in, they buy and they're straight in. And what these passive traders do is they actually set the limits which the active traders use as liquidity. Right? So, for example, there's sell orders there. These are the active traders will use these sell limits as liquidity to go either up or whatever it is. I'm not saying they're going to get liquidated or liquidity grabbed or whatever you want to say. But just the fact of if the market's trading here, these passive traders are everywhere. So these are basically what is used by the active traders. So the active traders use it, and then the passive traders like that. And obviously during points like this, you essentially see no active. So obviously this point there will be straight through. We have no active buyers. Sorry, no active sellers. No active sellers. Which means that the passive sellers get absolutely eaten up by the active buyers. So there's a lot of active buyers. We'll make it sort of. There's a lot of, fuck's sake. A lot of buyers. So there's a lot of active buyers, right? Which means obviously during points of, say, for example, news or whatever, you can see the market's just going smashing through, right? So there's a lot of buyers. A lot of active buyers. However, there's obviously not a lot of active sellers, right? Because why would there be? Why the fuck would there be? Because the market's so bearish. So there's going to be not a lot of sellers. And what this means is, why this point's important here, is because it means that the passive sellers get, we'll call it fucked. Basically, the passive sellers get fucked, right? Because whenever price trades into this area, it just completely eats through them. So that is essentially what is happening here. When you hear people talking about liquidity, yeah, I'm active, just got to the B with it. Fuck's sake. Are you waiting for New York session, or do you want to go short straight in EU shorts? I'm looking for EU straight away, bro, really. But yeah, so let's just a deeper dive into liquidity. Again, I will do a full video on this. We will do a full video on this, but just start getting your head around. There's two types of traders: passive traders and active traders. Active traders get straight in. Passive traders are the liquidity for these people to get in. And liquidity doesn't mean they're going to lose. It just means it's just liquidity for the market to execute their position. And this is where volume comes into it. And as we said, as you can see here, only a tiny amount of buyers, right? Only a very small amount of buyers. I know it says a lot of buyers here. But, I mean, compared to sellers. But there's actually not. Compared to all the other times, it was actually higher there. Right, it was higher there. However, here, we moved a lot quicker. During here, there was loads of buyers, right? But we consolidated. Same as here, we consolidated. Here, you can see there's nothing there. There's only buyers, right? So it should say an imbalance of buyers to sellers, I suppose, is a better way of putting it. Right, which means, as we said, the passive sellers are going to get fucked. Because they just go straight through. They use all their liquidity and just eat them up. Right, whereas if it's balanced, you can see differences when it's balanced, they fight over the level. Right, because obviously you've got to remember there's passive limits everywhere. So if people are stepping in either way of the market, it's going to chop. Whereas when we go straight through, yeah, the passive sellers are going to get fucked. As I said, boys, don't stress yourself too much, or if that was bare confusing. In the mentorship, there's going to be a full hour-long lecture where I'm going to completely educate you entirely from start to finish. If that didn't make sense, it's probably because I'm teaching you on like episode 3 right now. Do you know what I mean? There's sort of an episode 1 and 2 I need to explain to you first. But like I said, boys, mentorship, I'm gonna bring you them lectures. They are. And also my YouTube, boys, I'm going to be helping you, man, bears. I've got videos there in the pipeline. I banged one out yesterday as well. But yeah, chat. Morning, Russ. What you saying, bro? Bro, what you saying? But yeah, just start to try and see the market as passive and active. Fucking hell, where is... Alright, we're coming up to this now. 68 man in here, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Let me know what any other pairs we're looking at. I think most people's looking at GJ and EU from what I'm hearing. So, let me know, boys. Is there any other pairs you want me to keep my eye on? Let me know. EU's looking nice, though, right now. Oh, hey, I hate this, bro. I just can't blow my nose for the love nor money. But it's clearly blocked. Institutional traders can't trade on anything less than the 4 hour because of position size. All lower time frame price action is high frequency in institutional trading bots, not passive or active prop firm or retail traders. We're not saying it is necessarily one or the other, bro. We're not saying that this is caused by actual people sitting there. I think most people's under the understanding that this price action is caused by algorithms, not people sitting there, but you're still going to see that on the volume chart, bro. You're still going to see that on the volume chart. Are we in a sell or buy? We're not in either right now, bro. We are looking at sells, though. Anyone looking at JER 30? No, a few people said JER 30. What are you looking at? What are you looking for, Ross? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? I'm waiting on ECB to be fair. Fair play. Pablo Tesco bar. Just realised what your name was. But yeah, that's why the institutions are using algorithms though, Pablo. Because rather than reminds me of the film America. Because rather than obviously putting in one massive fuck off sell, you're gonna not DCA it, but you know what I mean. You're gonna get in at different points. You're not gonna just. That's what we're mainly talking about. Again, all of our analysis mainly does come from the daily time frame, and the predicting the monthly candle. Yeah, this monthly candle was pretty simple. Same with DXY. Obviously, fundamentals come massively into it as well. This DXY bullish leg, we was not only very technical on, but also fundamentally we had our bias there. So yeah, man. Pablo Tesco bar reminds me of the film American Made that I watched last night. What's it? I haven't even seen that, bro. Looking at them to continue. But yeah, Pablo, I don't think many people in here actually trade that way anyway. No one really trades AMT here, so if you are a viewer of that ilk, then fucking welcome to the stream, brother. Again, we don't trade AMT really. We just use certain concepts from it. I'm in sells from the DAX at the high. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Price really can't get past this fair value gap at all. Higher time frame, we're not really getting much on JER 30. Yeah, this is a chart I wouldn't really want to be wanting to be trading. The reason I wouldn't want to trade it is because we're currently trading within a range. And that range isn't really doing anything itself. So we're trading within this low and this high. So we know one of them's going to get taken for the move first. So I wouldn't want to be trading. I wouldn't want to be doing anything until one of these is get taken. Unless you've got really high conviction, for example, that this is going to be the low that gets taken first. But yeah, all I'd really be doing is aiming for, if you're in a trade now, is aim for these 2 points. American Made is a good film. Love your content, bro. Very competent trader for real. Appreciate that, Pablo. American Made is a good film. What is DTO, bro? DTO's Daily Trope and Emil Berg. Bro, we're getting all around the globe. We got Colombians, we got... I mean, I'm not sure. I'm going to guess, like... I don't know. Let's just say Nordic. Let's just say Nordic. No. Emil Berg, that's got to be Sweden, right? It's got to be Sweden. Or... No, but it could easily be Norway. Any idea on US 30? Let's have a look at US 30. US 30. Again, so US 30 is going to be massively affected by this news. So, for those of you that don't know, we have... I'll show you here. Hopefully it comes up on Pick Sweep. Damn. Let me quickly sign in to my suite. Yeah, so we've got very, very important news that's going to affect this exactly right here, probably more than anything else. We have got Trump meeting Xi Jinping to try and basically resolve this tariff situation and make sure it doesn't happen. So if I just type in... So yeah, let me show you this pick suite, by the way. Again, I know the guy who actually owns this company. He's a good friend, well, not of mine, but of my family, I suppose. So this is a really good news panel, and all you need to do for certain things. So you can see news to the second, for example, ECB says 139 million euros borrowed using overnight, and it's to the minute as well, right? You can see 10:27 that come out, 10:25, 10:26. Right, Botswana central bank monetary. You know what I mean? European shares fall. But so if you want to go, you can type up China. And then it will just bring up everything you need to know. So this article, for example, that was put out 15 minutes ago, not even 15 minutes ago. 5 key takeaways from Donald Trump's meeting with Xi Jinping. Right? I'm just going to redirect you here. I don't actually pay for The Guardian, so... I would actually would pay for this, but... And then you can obviously read if you man want to read. I'll drop this in the chat. Actually, to be fair, yeah, you man are just better off getting Pick Suite. Pick Suite is unbelievable, boys. For retail traders, what he's doing, what he's making, is sick. It's basically a Bloomberg terminal, but for retail traders. Let me quickly show you again as well. You can use it as an all-in-one as well if you want. If you look here, so if I get rid of this. If you come across... You can see you do have your trading view chart. You can obviously make it bigger or whatever. You can manage with your things. Here you've got CNBC, Reuters, Bloomberg, just tweets, Forex Live, Squawk tweets, Forex Analyst, Financial Juice, Economic Calendar. Yeah, loads and loads of stuff on there. It's actually I'm calling Norway. I'm Danish. Oh, bruv, no way we didn't say Denmark. It's actually mental how many... Bro, you know what's crazy as well? Like, Denmark, yeah. Couldn't tell you. I've got no idea what you man eat. No idea what you man eat, but I know for a fact that you do unbelievable Danishes. Actually, I've actually got to look at this. I love a Danish, mate. That sounds weird, but I mean like a... These, bro, these are unreal. These are probably like one of my favourite things. I know you've got absolutely fucking cracked ones in Denmark. Yeah, like, look at that. That is levels. Banging, mate. Elton John's farted on that one. And that one. Danish girls are the best. Coming from someone that's never got with a Danish bird. No, I'm joking. We all say that though, innit? Oh, mate, Nordic, they're the best, man. Swedish birds, all that. I've never pulled a Swedish bird. Yeah, we all claim, yeah, they're the best, aren't they? That's why they say that the British sailed the seven seas and took over a load of countries, because of how shit our food were and how ugly our women were. Which I think's harsh. I do think's harsh. But maybe true. Yes, V, you got what you saying, bro. But yeah, sorry, a US 30 I was talking about. Yeah, it's actually meant to how many people gather from all over the world here to watch your lives. Keep it up, Lou. You're educating us and teaching us new something every day. Appreciate that, Jerome, bro. Appreciate all the support, brother. Thanks for the kind words. I do rate it as well, speaking to other people. It makes you realise how similar we are. Not to be like a hippie, but like it bare does. We've got someone, I guarantee, we've got someone in here from Denmark. We'll have someone in here from the most opposite country from Denmark. We've probably got someone in here from Uganda as well. And even though you man are from the complete and opposite different sides of the planet, your culture's completely and utterly different, that you've both still have, for some fucking reason, got that beast inside you that tells you learn trading and fucking live an unbelievable life. No matter where you're from, it's weird like how the same shit just creeps through. The masculine urge to fucking become a world-class trader. Yeah, we're talking about US 30. So I do think that the news is going to be positive for US 30. Because I do think they're going to resolve this this trade deal. Let's actually have a look at it, boys, so we can actually get a bit of context. Because no one else is actually going to bother to do this. So let's actually do our research. Did I already open the page? I did, didn't I? Right, yeah. Why doesn't it let me... Okay, it's annoying. Alright, let's see. Rare earth settled. Ban on rare earth exports. If there was any chance of the products I've enjoyed you. China controls nearly all mining and processing of rare earth and the ban sent nations scrambling. Right, very important. What's that going to be important for? The likes of gold, the likes of oil. Well, not really oil so much, but sort of oil. I don't know if you man trade very many metals. But obviously that's obviously going to cause metals to go up in price. And also going to cause companies that need semiconductors for, I don't know, maybe like Tesla, maybe companies that need stuff for chips. It's going to make their prices probably go down because it's going to eat into their profits, having to spend more money on metals from elsewhere. If they're able to resolve that, then that is going to be a good sign for US businesses because they can then again get their cheap slave labor from China. Okay, not slave labor, but cheap as fuck labor from China and cheap minerals, and they haven't got to bother making new deals with other people. So yeah, that will be good for the stock if they, for the stock market, for the US stock market, if they are able to resolve that, which hopefully they will. So that's the rare earth. Tariffs ease slightly by real action on fentanyl. When is he actually meeting him? Or has he already met him? I thought it was 12 local time. Has that already happened? Oh, it happened overnight. Sick. It's on the Guardian. Yeah, no. It's what I'm using is Picksuite, so this has already been worked out. Tariffs eased slightly by a real action on fentanyl. On fentanyl, Trump said Xi was going to work very hard to stop the flow of chemicals into US, and we're being... Bro, this is the thing that pisses me off. If Xi Jinping wanted to stop the control of fentanyl to America, he could do it like that, I imagine. It's not like us, where it takes us fucking 57 years to stop one boat. Do you know what I mean? If they want to do something, they'll fucking do it. But that's already happened. I actually didn't know. For some reason, I thought it was coming out midday. That is very tactical as well. It's very tactical as well. Only con with an anteater as a mascot. Get up. Come on. Big up the mascot. Check your DMs when you can. Have a go at the indicator. It's getting better. Yeah, bro. I see what you said about using the FEG one. Yeah, just use the Nephew Sam one, bro. They use it the same. If you're able to just copy the code, just do that, bro. Defo. Morning, bro. Morning, John. What you saying, brother? Oh. But yeah, I do think this will overall be positive long term for US stocks. So yeah, if anyone was wondering what that website was called that I'm using, it's called It's called PRQ Suite, Picksuite. There's just loads of shit you can go on, man. There's just so much stuff. So look, to the minute as well, 9:31. To be fair, this is quite. It was actually like an hour ago, but still. And then it just tells you about gold. Gold tries for another attempt above 4K as dip buyers continue to knock on the door. Dip buyers tried to run back above 4K yesterday, only to fall short. But in trading today, they are once again showing an appetite as we get into European trading. The difference now, though, is that we price action to test the 100-hour moving average. That the real so yeah, it's fucking really good, boys. It's very good, and again, it's about having an edge in the market, and this is something that no one else really uses, no one else really has. This fell very short of the entry, or not very short, but fell slightly short of our entry. Less than a pip. Hopefully we can come back up, but it may be pretty unlikely right now. As we said, it was hard to pick out an entry in this because like this isn't a great fair value gap, to be honest, but. Yeah, pick sweet. This is the sweet. $115. Just want to see if we've got. So that stayed the same. Yeah, if you got a second monitor, chat, this is going to be fucking such a good source, such a good resource for you, man, to use. Wait, let's still wait on this. As we said, boys, we either want us to fill this fair value gap and move up, or use it as inducement to fill this fair value gap and then go up. Any other pairs you man are looking at, let me know. Joe 40 people's looking at. As I said, we want to wait till one of these highs or lows have been swept. Looks like this low is going to be targeted very soon. So they were the shorts from yesterday's live. Mainly, I think it was Stu and the pre-London in general that had them. Again, though, boys, our EUGU analysis has been so fucking easy. You man can vouch from these lives. We've been bearish, and it has been bearish so many times than not. Just through this high time frame analysis. You're my second monitor. Fair play. I've got one of these rotating ones. I've actually got a spare here. Let me show you, innit, what I'm looking at it now on. So if you get one of these, yeah, it's like a rotatable one. So what I've got is I've got I've got my Streamlabs, and you can like do it so there's two panels on top of each other. So I've got my Streamlabs on the top, so I can see my chat and my screen. Then underneath, I've got YouTube now, but I'd have that suite. So you could have my stream at the top, and then the pick suite at the bottom. Your trading view on your main screen. But yeah, this is only like a Dell monitor or something. I think it's like they're only cheap as well. Don't think they're much more than 100 quid, maybe 150. You missed the tap and it's running. Yeah, I know, man. Literally by like 0.7 pips as well. Very, very close to coming into our entry. GU shorts. GU's already very low to be shorting, Ali. There's not really much value in shorting right now. I was hoping there could potentially be a retracement to here, but let's look at the distribution. So yeah, this would be a nice area to come back to if we can get a bit of a retracement. We are tapping into this 30-minute imbalance, so hopefully we're going to get a little bit of kickback that can push us up to here for an actual nice sell. It's a good tune, this. But yeah, boys, we are giving away a 100k funded account from Alpha Capital Group on Friday. And so yeah, you've got chances to get your double entries, triple entries. Everyone who spammed them dubs earlier is getting a double entry. For good fun. Hopefully it comes up before New York. Yeah, bro, trust me. Yeah, man. Unlucky, man. Really unlucky on that one. Since the UK clocks went forward by 1 hour, how does that affect the time you trade? Does this mean you trade 1 hour later? For me, I'll keep my trading times the same because I only trade London session. But yeah, that generally is how it works. But it's going to be more impactful for the New York session where we're misaligned with them. London times, like, it's just going to go off London. Like, wow, that was bad. The London activity is going to be dictated by European and London time. What time are European and London traders getting up, going to work? What time are the institutions opening? The central banks, the retail banks. What time are all these things opening? That is what dictates London price. And then obviously the same is true for the New York session, or New York in the New York session. So New York session is where you want to more consider everything being 1 hour later. London session for me doesn't actually matter too much. Yeah, price is trying to break back above this 4K handle. I don't think we are gonna have to come up maybe, I don't know actually. Why is it red, bro? What the hell? Obviously want price to come into the premium of the range. Also want it to really, if we're going to have another sell-off, you really want it to come into this volume because there's not really many people active in the market at this level. On top of that, we are in the discount. I haven't tapped into any point of interest really. I mean, we tapped into this hourly, or 4 hours, sorry. But it's only just about in the premium. I do think we can push a little bit higher before coming down. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I really don't think we're gonna get this movement. I think the price is gonna remain pretty low. I'm all good, Mehmet. How are you, bro? You can see DXY had that one last test of the DTO in that fair value gap and then just flew. GU obviously tapped into that older block. DTO cleared. Yeah, we did get unlucky on EU, man. We did. Pompeii, you know, I'm not listening to that. Right, what song are we going to put on? Let's actually look for a good song. What's a good song? Do you have a video on the Daily Try Open? In the mentorship, I do, bro, but not on my YouTube just yet. Not on my YouTube, bro. Not gonna lie, hella proud of myself. Started last week in 7% drawdown and stuck to my rules. Was patient. Took 2 trades since then, and I'm in 1% drawdown. Operation Save the Fund is going well so far. That is it, John, bro. If you just stay consistent, you will do well. Like, your strategy works. The things you're trading work. The concept you're trading is good. It's not like you're in the market as a headless chicken. You've got a strategy about you. You will do all right. Even if you're not a profitable trader yet, as I said, you're still going to be like maybe a break-even trader. You're not going to be the type of guy that blows accounts after accounts. So realize if you're like 7% in drawdown, just carry on going, but keep the same energy. Be consistent. It's not like you get 7% down and then you start doing different shit. You're never going to bring it up. But yeah, be proud of yourself for that, John. That's good, man. That's a good achievement. No, smoke cigars. Nice video yesterday. Very useful. Appreciate that, bro. Hopefully you man can see with the weeklies and the monthlies how we actually dictate the higher time frame and the trend throughout the month. Obviously, if we stay like this, what we'll be ending with is we've made pretty good ways to that CRT low. Oh my God, bro. For fuck's sake. Mate, that could not have gone any worse. I dropped my phone and it's gone screen first into a weight. Somehow it didn't actually break my phone. They've made iPhones way more durable, haven't they? Anyway, we are halfway through to moving down to the CRT low. So again, next month we'll be looking for price to continue down a further 200 pips. GU's already completed that. So we'll be seeking GU to, well, depending on how we close, if we close below or above, potentially tap. If we close below, we want price to tap into this fair value gap and start to fill this. So that'll be another, depending on where we close, 100 odd pips. And then DXY, same thing. We're how far are we? So 2.7k. And we've moved 1.7. So yeah, we're about what, 60% of the way, 70% of the way there. So again, should have another bullish month, for DXY. You can see as well nicely, we're trading within still this low to this high. This is our range. As we said, we want to come off this internal. This is an 8 hour, by the way, on the lower time frame. This internal to come to this external high. Consistency is key, really. Trust me, bro. Yeah, man, we're going to be bare consistent with this YouTube. I know you was talking about something else, but We're going to be consistent as fuck with this YouTube, boys. Trust me. I low-key needing to make another coffee, though. Lou, you've been on the Clash grind. Only 4 days left of the season. Nah, not even, bro. To be fair, I played it for the first time in like a week yesterday. And I won like 10 games in a row, bro. Went up to the next season. I'm on like 9.6k trophies. Today should be heavy distribution until New York PM, right? Yeah, bro. That's what we're hoping for. And the nice thing is we've still got targets to aim for, man. Still got very, very nice targets to aim for. Even looking at EU. EU's not even broken out of this 4-hour low yet. Let alone this daily. Remember, our main move is from here to here. This is just a secondary move here. Here to here. GU we can see, as I said, man. GU's already completed it, though. That's the difference. GU you can see has completed that move. From the higher to there. Then obviously that smaller move as well. Off that smaller order block, it has also been completed as well. As well as that overall CRT low as well. So we can see a difference between EU and GU. GU, mitigated, mitigated, completed, completed, completed. EU, mitigated, mitigated, not completed, not completed, not completed yet. Got on the DXY. DXY is in between the two because we've got this. Again, I'm going to go down to 8 hours so you can see it a little bit clearer. So again, we've got our, we'll call it daily, but it's 8 hour. Then our high. So we want this to be mitigated and come into this high. You can see, unlike GU, which has swept the high, it's actually done what EU's done, and it hasn't actually swept it yet. However, this lower time frame one, this smaller one, we can see has been. So this has been completed. So 4-hour range on DXY has been completed. Daily hasn't. GU both has been completed. EU neither. So they're a little bit unaligned right now. And then we can see why that is when we go on EG. We can see the euro is just so strong compared to the pound. That is the reason why the pound is managing to break all these lows, because it is double weak. And the reason why EU's not managing to do either is because it's double strong. Where do I get rid of this? I only play 2 to 3 games every hour, every 2 hours or so. You play so much better playing a few games each hour. Fair play. I'll be on 10k like real soon. Yeah, let me get rid of these drawings. Hopefully that makes sense though. Yeah, this EU's low-key annoying. Obviously that would be like a 6k trade right there. So again, on a 200k account, 1% risk, that's 2k risked. Risk reward is 3.12, so we'd get 6. Basically like 6.2. So again, we missed out. We're going to miss out on, well, I think if we hit TP, 6.2k due to literally 0.5 pips. 0.5 pips missed us out on 6k. Just the reality of trading, boys. Reality of trading. Mentorship link up needs to happen again. Last year's Xmas golf was too lit. Yeah, trust me, bro. James. Wait, that is James, isn't it? I think it's James. Yeah, boys, we do have the link up sorted, innit? You can now book. We've got the pre-booking. Let me get it up on screen. I'll send it to you, man. You can now book yourself down to roll through. Let me send the link into the chat. You can drop it in the chat. So you can put your name down on this, boys, and confirm that you are going to roll. we've just made the wait list there. Confirm that you are going to be in attendance. Lou, do you use 8 hour more than 4 hours CRT and POIs? Nah, use 4 hour more, bro. 4 hour more. Oh yeah, nice. Again, UJ doing exactly what we wanted, man. Exactly what we wanted. UJ tapping a higher time frame. Our daily imbalance, as you can see. So it was an inversion and obviously an actual imbalance, but mainly we was highlighting the inversion. You can see price tapped into it and gave that CRT open. Open, took the low and started to rally up to the high. So we know really we're going to continue up at least to this daily CRT high, which is at which point we marked on the OTE from the high to the low. And we knew this was the most likely point price came back into and then had a move off of. And you can see it's exactly what happened. After we had this again, this was a bit later, so I wasn't on live at this point. Obviously, this is like fucking 8 o'clock at night. But you do the same thing. So from the low to the high, mark it out, OTE levels. And again, we can see exact same result. Use simple concepts well. That's all it is, boys. Using simple concepts well. And so you can see we came right back into our area of volume as well. We know we had loads of pockets of volume here. So we knew price did have to return to this sort type of area. We knew we wasn't going to just fill this fair value gap and go higher. We knew we actually had to come down and tap into these volume areas, which we did. So yeah, nice. It's Jack, bro, and fuck, I'm in Bucharest on the train. Oh, no way, bro. No way, Jack. Oh, that's peak. If loads of people aren't around on that time, we can book another time. Yeah. Oh, man. Man. Let's drag this across just so it's more entertaining to look at. Obviously, we missed entry by half a pip, 3/4 of a pip. Chat, I'm going to quickly go run and make a coffee. I'll be literally 2 seconds. I'll be in the chat, though. I'll be in the YouTube chat. I'll be 2 seconds. Well, not 2 seconds. I'll be like 1.5 minutes. No, 1 minute. Yo, chat. You boys still got the office in the Wolf. We're only up there on the daily, bro. We don't rent it by the month anymore. But yeah, because we've had a contract with them before, you get access to like their private app, which means you can book basically any office anywhere, any office anywhere in the world for like a day, a week, however long you want. So that works out way better for us boys. Hey there, I was wondering if you were needing a video editor. Potentially, bro. Show me what you can do, man. Show me what you can do. Expected to be a non-event with everything left unchanged. Right, so we are expecting this to really be a non-event, so we don't want anything to change, essentially. As you can see here. Not there, sorry, here we go. The ECB policy decision today is expected to be the most boring one out of all the central bank decisions. Statement: the ECB is expected to keep interest rates unchanged, the policy rate at 2%, which is right in the middle of their estimated range. There shouldn't be any change in this statement, and we won't get any economic projections. In the conference, ECB President Lagarde is very unlikely to add anything new and reiterate that they are in a good place and they are not pre-committing to any particular rate path and that they will continue to follow a data-dependent meeting-by-meeting approach. So that is their approach, boys. You can see meeting by meeting rather than a strategy, which is sort of kind of a little bit similar to the dollar. I mean, the dollar is doing that recently, but we tend to get certain currencies will trend more. I mean, the massive one for that is the yen basket over time. But yeah, obviously they're doing it on a data-driven one rather than having an actual strategy, which shows us that the EU could be a little bit more choppy than, as we said, a more trending GU and dollar. What website is that, bro? This is PickSuite, boys. PiqSuite. It's for retail traders. It's essentially a Bloomberg terminal for retail traders. It's got loads and loads of stuff on it. You can add more. This is just the basics. You can mess about with it. It's got a chart there if you want to actually import your chart stuff there. Yeah, you can see Bloomberg, market tweets, routers, Forex Live, CNBC, Squawk tweets. Does really help. Won't lie. Let me DM you on Discord and send some samples. Sweet, bro. Yeah, if anyone wants to join the Discord, my name on there is Louis. So you see the Discord here, my name there, Louis. Just click my name and send me a DM, boys. My name will be in gold, just like that. Money, I know how I feel it. Nice one. Bless, bro. No worries. No worries, bro. Really is good, though, man. And as I said, the good thing about it is it's so recent. Even if you like your crypto as well. Any other pairs you man are looking at, let me know, boys. But you're not fucking everybody. Hey Lou, target equal lows at what 15771. So do you mean these lows here? Seven one. Do you mean these equal lows here? If you mean these two equal lows, then yeah. If you mean this and this, then yeah, that'll be a decent target. However, if you mean these two specifically, then these two wouldn't be classed as equal lows. Fucking hell, right, I can see you. Jesus. These two wouldn't be classed as equal lows. To be fair, you can tell so many people are probably quit trading due to the markets being shit. Less viewers, and I see less people in free chat now. Yeah, bro, no, it's just not even that, man. I feel like a lot of people probably have quit trading, but it's just during the hot summer holidays, bro. There was so many people able to just spam on their phone. Bare people on holiday as well, so they was just chilling on their phone. So yeah, man, it's just about being consistent, boys. Trust me, we'll be back up to the numbers in within a month. Trust me. Me and mates are gonna absolutely cook him, bro. I spent too much, bro. I can't lie. I spent too much time on trading for me to quit. Facts, bro. That was like me. It was like plan A, plan B is plan A again. But yeah, these two wouldn't be equal lows because the second low is lower than the first, meaning it's taking the liquidity beneath it. So equal lows have to be either equal or the low B has to be higher than low A. So like this. See, that would be equal lows because candle B is equal or higher than candle A. Same way, if you want equal highs, these would not be equal highs. These would not be classed as equal highs because candle A is lower than candle B, which means that candle B took the liquidity already. So we'd actually need it to be like this. And then here, equal lows, yes, and equal highs. Why? Because this high still stands, this high still stands, this low still stands, this low still stands. So yeah, if you mean these two, then I wouldn't consider these equal lows. But if you mean on the 4-hour time frame, these two, then yeah, I can see why. But even that though, boys, there's no need to aim for such a low point in price. Because you can see, man, this is a 3-to-1 as it is. There's no need to really aim for a 6-to-1. You know what I mean? If we aim for this low here, it's then 6 RR, but you're aiming for another 20 pips. Would you not rather 3 RR and only have to aim for 23 in total rather than 45? Safe lads, got to get back to the graph. W stream always appreciate that, bro. You see you going lower, yeah, bro. We are starting to feel this 30-minute imbalance though and potentially move higher. Same with GU as well. What I actually would want is GU to come a little bit higher, tap us into this order block. Then we can get a creaming short in. So liquidity would be grabbed on candle A or B. So you got to think, right, if your stop loss was on candle A, would it still be there after candle B? If it would still be there, then it's equals. If it wouldn't be there, then it's not equal. So for example, equal highs, yeah? Let's say these are the wicks. Right, this is two different scenarios. So if your stop loss was on candle A, would it still be there? Would you still be in? Right, well this one, if your stop loss was there, yes, you'd still be in after candle B prints. So therefore it's equal highs. Why is it equal highs? Because these highs are equal. We have two highs sitting next to each other. Whereas this one, would your candle A stop loss still be there if after candle B prints? No, it wouldn't. You would have been stopped out and there'd be a new high. So it's not an equal high. It's just a new high because this one's been stopped out. Right? Because you can see it's no longer this one equal because we've got high A still there, high B still there. This one, high A, has been taken by high B, so it doesn't count. Right, and we can do the exact same thing for equal lows. Alright, fuck it, let's just leave it like this. We can do the exact same thing for the equal lows. So equal lows here. Would it still be in place? Would your lows or would your stop loss on this low still be in place after candle B prints? Candle A, low? No, it wouldn't because candle B took it. So it's not equal lows, there's just one low. Because this low's old, it's been taken, it's done. Whereas this one, candle A, your stop loss is there. Would your stop loss still be open after candle B prints? Yes, you can see it would still be there because here we go, there's equal lows. There's equal lows now because this one stays, this one stays. There's now equal lows. There's now two lows in a relatively equal point in price. Does that make sense? That should make sense to everyone. If not, screenshot it. But this video will be re-uploaded anyway, so. Really? Why is that still a thing? Am I a fucking joke to you? Is my profession a joke to you? Fucking celebrate it. Like, why is that even there? They added that for Christmas. It's just like someone thought, oh, bro, that's actually sick. I bet traders love that. Does that make sense to hear, yeah? We're just a stronger bunch pushing through. Yeah, trust me, bro. Alright, GJ, someone said. So yeah, GJ, we are just purely bullish on the pair. We swept that low and we are looking for price to come into this high. So as you can see, the daily time frame, we've been moving up very, very nicely. We're obviously in this bullish leg of price right here. We've got a swing low. We've got a swing high. A lot of other JPY pairs, mainly GJ, the yen basket itself has filled this gap. It's equivalent gap. So we could really assume we've got a fair value gap here. We filled this fair value gap there. Swept that low. So we should really trade into this range high. Not CRT, but is a range high. You could see it as a daily CRT, as a weekly CRT, daily CRT. Like this. But it's just not really actually officially a CRT because this did close a little bit lower. We still got the nice rejection. Let's actually draw it out now, chat. What I'm going to do, like we did on yesterday's stream, let's check if this is actually a valid manipulation CRT or if it's just a fucking nice looking candle. So this is candle A. This is candle B. So this is candle high, candle low. So we want to see, is this one an open, low, and then starting to rally after the manipulation? I actually would say it was. Even though it doesn't look too nice as like an open, high, low close, it is actually an open, it is an open, high, low close. We would rather it be obviously an open, low, high, close. That's typically what we want. This one wasn't that. This one was an open, high, low close, which typically is a bearish candle and not a manipulation candle. But when we actually look at it, we can see. Let's see how the day actually started. So, for a start, we was clearly moving to the downside. How can we tell that we was moving to the downside? By what we was mitigating. So, order block here. You can see, just tracking the order flow. Price taps into this order block. First sell-off. When was that? 5:30. Second sell-off. Came here. Filled this imbalance here. So distribution 1. Tapped in. Distribution 2. Tapped in. Distribution 3. Now, interestingly, what did we do after distribution 3? After we taken our liquidity point and filled our fair value gap, we actually had a change of character. So price or market structure shift, whatever you want to call it. After we had a change of character, what do we want to do? We want to make sure this is truly a change of character to go higher and isn't just a break to take liquidity and then go lower, as it easily could have been, right? At this point here, I'm sure a lot of people would have seen it as that, right? A lot of people would have seen this as a liquidity grab to then go lower. However, we just want to follow along order flow. Again, internal to external liquidity. You see we've got internal order block right there. Want to see, does price react off that internal order block and take the external high? If it does, then it will confirm to me that this here is a manipulation candle as we traded down initially. Hit a higher time frame point and our order flow's flipped to bullish. But I need a break of this high from this internal order block to confirm it. Why? Because it will confirm internal, external in this bullish direction rather than what we've currently got, internal, external, internal, external in the bearish direction. So let's see if we did break that high. Obviously, we know we fucking did. But there you go. So there's the break. So that would confirm to us that this is a manipulation candle and that this next day's candle is going to be bullish. Then obviously it brings us to where we're at now. So Asia session was very bullish. And then we just had a distribution ever since. So really what we're looking to do, we're just looking to continue that distribution through up to that high. So that's why I would potentially see it as a CRT, even though the candle don't look that way. Reckon G will take out Friday low, looking nice. 61 man, not even 50 likes, boys. Come on. Yeah, trust me, man. Everyone like the stream, boys. Should be dollars exploding on the screen. Yeah, trust me. Trust me, energy. Second leg confirmation is always fire. Good one, Lou. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Yeah, we do think that we are going to take this external low. That is the plan. We are planning some more bullish dollar news. Have we had Apple and Amazon earnings yet? When is it? What time? To be fair, again, this is what you just... Again, it's just so good, look. Literally, like, look how recent all these articles are. Let's go. Again, I'm not going to read through all that, but in your own time, you man can. The company hasn't beaten analyst expectations in 12 consecutive quarters, with an average surprise of 23% over the past year. Bro, when does it come out? Lou, take care. This live was sick. I got to jump off. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I will be re-uploading this live for anyone who wants to check it out, man. Anyone who wants to check it out. By the way, boys, if you do want to get funded with a prop firm as well, make sure you use Alpha Capital Group, boys. They are the best in the game. Best in the UK by far. I'll show you Alpha Capital Group. Alpha Capital Group is the firm, and use my code Richesse at checkout and you'll get yourself a nice Richesse all capitals, get yourself a nice 15% off, which is like £150 on a 200k account, £100 or something on a 100k account, £50 off a 50k account, £20 off a 20k account, a tenner off a 10k account. You get the picture, boys. But yeah, use that code if you want to get funded. You want to get a prop firm account. Best prop firm anyway. And your boy can get you a nice discount code. So yeah, use that. Once you do use the code as well, send me a screenshot of you using the code. And I'll get you in the mentorship for free for a week or so. So you can get all of our pre-London live streams and all of our educational content, our strategy, our videos on some of the shit you hear me talk about. Maybe daily True Open, stuff you just don't quite understand. What's Stu sent in? TJR video.
It's official, boys. I am going to sell my comic thing. The 3-month rental.
Oh, I'll reply. I will reply after this then, dear. Just text me again, bro. They've got 30% off. Yeah, 30% off as well, boys. If you want to go sort them out. But yeah, if you do get that, just click the link in my description, boys, so it goes through my link, because it does help me out. I'm trying to fucking be at the top of the leaderboards, even though there's not even leaderboards. Yo, they had this guy on the news. What? Yo, wait. Yo. Wait. Have I got to sign in first or something? What's my name on Twitter? Fucking, I'm stuck in my bare ways. Why can't I see this video then? What the hell? How can I find this? What's that guy's name? Hadoush. Why can't I find it? Why can I not find it? Have they got this off the internet or something? What is it called? Yo, wait. How can I find this fucking video that I've just seen? Bruv. I'm actually going to have to watch it on my fucking phone. Jesus Christ. Twitter on it, mate. Twitter, bro. Fix Elon Musk. Fuck you. Fix up, bro. Why is it impossible to use your app on the fucking computer? Like, fucking hell, man. What is actually wrong with you, bro? I mean, valid point. Who the fuck uses Twitter on the computer, but... Alright, I DM you again. Sweet, bro. Yeah, it is, bruv.
Wanted man, I arrested. I will give you my hand. Please help him. Where is police station? He ignored me. He drive. But also, I am not unknown. The police station. Where is the place? I am not Google it. But also, I get the police. I will give you my hand. Please help me. Where is the police station? Take me. My name is Hadshwatu. I am national of Ethiopia. Please, I want the mistake release from Chelmsford prison. Please help.
Wow. The guy literally said, bro, you've released me. Please nick me again. And they was like, nah, fuck off. Jesus Christ. This country, boys. On that fucking note. This country's crazy, boys. Let's see if we get that move. But yeah, boys, if you're watching this re-uploaded on YouTube, then I'm going to end the recording here. Yeah, boys, we'll have every single day at 8 AM and 1 PM, trading the London session and the New York session. So if you found this little live session useful, then come back every single day at 8 and 1, and then you can get the same level of education, live trading, live analysis. Everything we do is live and direct. So yeah, appreciate you, man, watching. I'll catch you in the next video, boys. Sweet. Alright, sweet. But yeah, boys, man. I'm probably going to jump off now anyway. I've just ended that recording. But yeah, boys, appreciate all the dubs in the chat, man. As I said, all you man that dropped dubs, all you man that was here today supporting the ting, I'm going to give you an extra bonus in that giveaway. As I said, I'm leaving a 100k account away on Friday. So, yeah, man, it's going to be active. It's going to be certified. Appreciate all you man tuning in today. Markets were a little bit dead, but again, we still got the direction spot on because what we trade works in any market condition. Dollar to the upside, higher time frame and lower time frame as expected. GU bearish higher and lower time frame as expected. EU bearish higher and lower time frame as expected. Missed our entry by 0.5 pips or whatever it was. Our entry was actually there after the fair value gap formed, and it just about missed. But it is what it is, chat. As we were saying earlier, it's missed us out on quite a lot of dough, but it is what it is. Can't be mad. What I keep saying, you do the right things, you keep predicting the market in the right direction with the right type of strategies to enter with, and it will only be a matter of time before the results come through and it starts to play out in your favour. But I appreciate you tuning in, boys. Anyone want to ask me any questions about the mentorship or signals or just the charts in general, go to the Discord and send me a DM, boys. Join the Discord. Send me a message in the chat. Be careful, I will never DM you first. When you join, there's going to be a lot of fake accounts will DM you. I will never DM you first, so make sure, stay on point, message me, go into the free chat there, click on my name, Louis, and send me a message. Or obviously message Mace or Stu. But easiest if you just click on my name, message me. I'll never ask you for money in crypto either. But yeah, I appreciate all you man tuning in. W's in the chat for you, man, and I'll catch you in the next live, people. Sweet, boys.